We have come a long way in this, and I think also the expectations of society are completely different now, and there's more expected from males in terms of gender roles, also in sharing of roles and helping. And I think we are all with our husbands here, and that's not something that was self-evident in the past.
Yeah.
And the main reason why there are so few ambassadors, female ambassadors, especially in the past, was the fact that nobody, the husband didn't agree for them to go.
Okay.
So that was a key issue, but now things have changed, thank God.
Wow, Katerina, you want to contribute to that?
Just a little addition to what you said, because I think it is scientifically proved that if women are left out from specific jobs or specific positions, I mean the entire society is losing out. You know, you lose the progress. Simply, it's that the society cannot afford to keep women at home, because they can be skilled, they can have a same added value as any other human being. So I mean, only not very clever leader would do that, because the society have to progress.
Yes.
And a woman can do that as well, and certainly will do that.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. So a society that's not intentionally elevating their women is not a
progressive, of course,
society.
Yeah, sure.
Scientifically proven.
Ah, no, yeah, it is.
We know that in a society that empowers women, the GDP can grow by double digit. So I mean,
logical.
This is amazing. A society needs to use all its talent.
Yes. Okay.
Different one on different.
Once again, because indeed women are active in any way, but sometimes it's the question that it's just not a paid work, you know. So I think that the point that Henriette is driving is that in a way staying at home is a way of having the work done without the payment. But it's
recognition.
And the recognition, of course. But indeed, I think that this has been addressed in the sense that, let's just speak in rough numbers, that you know, population might just be half men and women.
Yeah.
And then if you are just excluding half of the world from your workforce or from your contributions, of course you are somehow losing something. And those are the numbers that surely have been accounted for. But also I think there's a certain touch, there's a certain relation that women can develop to the work. I don't know if you have this impression or not, but somehow reading, for instance, a novel, you have the impression, whether, not knowing the author, whether a woman has written it or a man, from certain angles, from certain advice, some certain views, certain feelings. I think that can also be brought to the work life and also to the relation to workers and how you place structures in place. I'm not saying that this cannot happen with men, but there's a certain way that you feel certain touch. I think it's undefined as I want to leave it, but certainly we have now Henriette. Here's my first experience with a EU delegation as a woman ambassador, and there's a way why we are sitting here talking about these themes, because as much as you want to celebrate Women's Day, it takes a woman to feel it.
That's there you go. Katarina, you have more contribution?
If you just, you know, when you asked me what has surprised me, well, or I would say it has positively had a positive. I had a positive feeling when I arrived as an ambassador to Kenya. I mean, the women in Kenya are extremely strong and powerful in their own way. They are strong, very strong. They just need the wings to fly. I've been inspired myself, and of course what I do with my work and with the cooperation with Kenya and Slovak side, of course we try to support this, and through different tools, either development assistance or business or political exchanges, I really try to enhance this. And it's women especially, but young generation, very skillful, and with such a great potential. So what I would just say, keep the strength in and try to wait and push through. No, not wait, but push through, and just use the potential, because I've been very, very impressed by the capabilities and the strength of the women in Kenya and in Africa generally, because of course there are specific conditions which are not the easiest, and of course what you meant by the social standards, of course, given by the family or by different regions or the tribal, you know, there are specifications. It's not easy for women always to push through, but I think every human being have the strength in itself, and sometimes you just can break. And this is what I would maybe what I'm strongly supporting in Kenya, of course, to empower women in their own way, in their own rights, how they feel comfortable to do so. Because of course we are entirely different in Slovakia, of course, and however we share specific facts. But this is what what I'm trying to do in Kenya as an ambassador, of course, and women empowerment. It's crucial but not for only, as we said, for the woman, but for the society as such.
Humanity in general. Okay, so as we wind up, I will start with you. It's an election year here in Kenya, and we have women. You know, very young women, you know, in their 20s. It doesn't matter the age, but it's been very inspiring for me to just see women in their 20s, you know, running for different seats. And you have experience in this field. What would your words be to them, whether they win or not? You know, so assuming they win, because some will, you know.
I mean, ambassadors are not politicians. It's a slightly different world, I would say. I think even though you have strong women, you have competent women, we have women willing to really go for it. If the setting is not conducive, it will not be easy. You will not make it. So you have to have laws, you have to have policies, and men have to understand that they have to leave some space. And I know that the constitution of Kenya, with its 2/3 quota, I think it's a good one. It's a very progressive one in a way. And then you have to find a way to implement it. And then men and women in the parliament have to get together to understand that it's in their best interest to implement it and find the ways. So that's where you are. So I would recommend these women, I mean, those who are in a fight, to go for it, to use all their talents. Then indeed, you have to know your environment. We are, as diplomats, we know that we don't express ourselves in Kenya like we would do in other countries, because the environment is different and the messages have to be put a little bit different. And I must say, the issue that was raised by Henriette, that women who spoke very loudly are seen as aggressive. I mean, you have to take this into account in your campaign. You have to put it the right way for people to understand, because your audience, the people you are going to support you, they have a certain idea of what you could be. So you have to do it cleverly. If you rush and shout, it will not work. That is my experience.